Okay, so I get a lot of questions regarding how to set up farms for Last Shelter. So I'm going to go ahead and go over what it is I do here. And I'm using Nox. So let's try and get into this. So first thing you're going to do, once you've created a new window on Nox, or a new emulator window, you're going to open it up. And this is currently in phone mode. So mobile phone setting here under advanced settings. You're going to make sure your performance settings are set to middle. And you're going to scroll down and you want to set your frame rate to 20. That's going to give you better performance when you have multiple windows open at the same time, especially on an older PC or something not as strong. Okay. So after you do that, you're going to click on this folder here, and you're going to go ahead and scroll down until you get to the Play Store. So the first time you open this up, it's going to be just like a normal cell phone. You're going to go ahead and add in a Google account. So you're going to click on the existing. Yes, I'm hiding it from you because I'm evil like that. Going to put in the account you're going to use and the password. You're going to agree to their terms. Okay, here it comes back. I always turn off the backup and restore. And it's going to take you into your Google account. Now you can use the same Google account on multiple emulators, but when you do, you're going to have to set them up initially one at a time until you have bound the game account to the IM30 under a different email. Otherwise it tries to log in under the Google Play email for each one, and you'll get a conflict. They'll keep crashing on you and locking up because they think that it's trying to log in again on a different device and again on a different device. So you're going to go to My Apps and Games, Library, and then click Install. Accept the terms, continue, skip their account stuff, and then proceed. And I'll go ahead and pause this now and then come back when it's done downloading. Okay, so we finished downloading. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to click on the Last Shelter icon and let the game load up for the first time. And this can take just a second. So you have the initial cutscenes. I just try and click until they go away. Because we've seen the storyline God knows how many times. Okay, so you're gonna first couple levels you have to kind of follow along. It blocks you from doing anything else. Even if this isn't the layout for your base that you initially want, it's the one you're going to get. So it's just a matter of following through and doing the tutorial portion. This generally takes a few minutes. Just clicking where it tells you to click. So I'm not going to bore you to death with watching through this entire first part because there's really no way to skip it. So I'm going to get to the point where I can actually do something and then I will continue on. Okay, I've gotten to the point where it stops forcing me to press buttons, which is right after you upgrade to base 2. So go to menu, click on there, it starts talking about binding an account, which you want to do so you can get started on your other ones. So you're going to select the IM30 account. You're going to create an IM30 account. So the trick to email addresses here. In order to reuse the same email multiple times, you're just going to add a period in a different spot each time. And you're going to want to keep track of this so you don't try and use the same one over and over again. So I've already used the original email account, so I'm going to go ahead and use this one here. So And I'm going to go ahead and use password as the password right now, because I can change that later. So once I hit submit on this, let me clear this out real quick. Little warning, something else is logged into your account. Okay, so you get that every time you put it on a new emulator. Anyway, so when I hit submit, it's saying that it sent the email to o.game3593@gmail.com. If you notice, it showed up in ogame without the dot. So all the email will come to here. So yeah, you hit verify account, pops up another window, and it tells you success. So just make a little note so that you know that it's no longer available. And then you can back out and continue your game. Or you can start on your next farm so that you can level them up at the same time. So if I choose to do that, I would open up a new one. So I'm going to get the second one up and going until it's bound at the same spot that the first one is at, and then I'll show you how to do mirroring. Okay, now that we've gone and gotten this up to the same level, we need to bind it to an IM30 account like we did the last one. So we're going to go through the exact same process, except this time we're going to use the next email on our list, this one here. So we'll put that in, and we'll use the same password again. And we'll hit submit. We'll go back to our email account again. And we'll hit verify account. Notice that was the same email account. And now it's bound to that one. So when I come over here, so let's see, if I go to switch account, I think I can do this to show you. So the mail, that's the first dot, second dot. So you can continue doing that for each time, and you can get quite a few accounts out of just one email address this way. So, mirroring. You hear me talk about it, so what is it? So if you come to the right here, oop, wrong one. It's right here. Okay, synchronize operations in all instances. So it's not going to show the account that you're doing the mirroring on in the list. Okay, so this one isn't listed in this list, but this one is. So you want to make sure it's checked. And then you're going to hit this little play icon, and it's going to put the little stop button up here at the top where it says synchronizing. So now if I move or click and drag anything, it moves them both at the same time. They may get out of sync a little bit due to lag between the accounts, but it's nothing you can't overcome. But it does make it a lot easier to go through and do everything at the same time, so you're leveling them equally. So what you're going to do is you're going to continue leveling the bases up until you get to about level 5. About level 5 is where you're going to want to move your base to whatever state that your main character or your main base is on, that you're going to use these as farms for. And I say do it at 5 because you still have the shields on until you pass 6 or you get to 6, and you don't have to worry about going too far and then not being able to move your base. So we're going to progress things a bit and get to where we need to be at 5, and then I'll go into moving the base. Yeah, see, it didn't sync up there. So I didn't press those individually. So sometimes it doesn't quite work, but most of the time it does. So let me pause this, and then when I get them up to where our next step, I will talk about base layouts. Okay, so I messed up and had my mic muted when I went through and did this, so I have to do this again. When you get to level 5, as I stated before, you're going to want to switch over to your whatever server it is that, or state it is that your final destination is. So you come out here to your bar, click on it, and then you'll type in your state. In this case, I switched over to 361, and you'll hit go to. When you do that, it's going to switch over to the state, and then you'll click somewhere in the background, and where this occupy button is, there'll be a different button. It'll say change state. So you'll want to click on that, and you'll get a warning box. You'll hit OK on that, and then you'll get another box that says join state, and you'll hit OK on that. And that'll move your farm to this state. Okay? So now that you're here, you're going to want to join up with either a farm alliance or your primary alliance, however it is that you're setting up your farms. In our case, it's a farm alliance. So you go to the menu, you click on that little piece, and then type in the name of the farm alliance, hit search, and for us it's going to be right here. So we'll hit apply, and then you'll have somebody help you join. So pretty cut and dry. Okay, so from here you'll keep leveling. You want to get all the way up to level 10. But the next stop that we're going to go to next is level 6, because it's a milestone, and as far as it gives you your profession building. So while we're doing that, we're also going to be working on our research. So you want to get your rapid production up to here, paradigm shift, and then you're going to stop. What this does is every time you use rapid production on one of your resource tiles, okay, and then you upgrade it. Well, here, let's do this first. Let's show you. So rapid production, so see where it's 50%. If you have paradigm shift, when you go to upgrade it again, it'll reset your chances. So it would be at the 75% chance again. So that's why you want to get to that first. So to paradigm shift, and then you're going to start working on your city development. And you're going to want to get this all the way down to 100%, because that's where all your resources come from for passive generation. And then once you finish that, you're going to come back over here and you're going to finish these off, because it's going to give you more for your rapid production each time you use it. So let me take a break here, get these to level 6, and then we'll go into the class building and national quests. Okay, so we just hit level 6. So unlock the Heroes Hall, the Vehicle Factory, Command Center, a couple other things. The most important one that we're looking for here is this class hall. Okay. So I want to get this placed and get it built. Now the reason this is important is because we're going to go in here, we're going to pick our class. Up at the top here you got Farmer, Raider, Trader, and Builder. So you're going to want to pick Builder. Hit class change. Change to Architect, confirm, and success. Yay. Okay. And we get a bunch of accolades, whatever. Okay, so next thing we're going to do is National Quest. Now, to explain the National Quest. You have multiple buildings. You got an arrow up here and an arrow up here, right? So when you click on this arrow, it takes you to the next building, next building, next building, next building. Each one has got different things you need to look at. First of all, whoever's in charge of the building can pay diamonds to put these cards up here. That'll boost, reduce time, increase XP, or increase medals, I guess. I'm not sure about those. Down here, you have the minimum requirements. So Celebrity level 1 is a trader, Siege Master is a raider, Celebrity level 5, Celebrity level 1. Okay, so we're going to look for Architect. Okay, so Siege Master, Celebrity, Farm Expert, Architect level 1. So it takes 2 hours, you get 2,000 XP and 79 accolades, I guess. Farmer. Ideally, you want to get into one that's got the 3-man teams. So this is a bad example. Here's one. Okay, so Architect level 1, right? For a one-man team, only one slot filled in, 4 hours, you get 2,000 XP, which is not good. You get 2 people in, it's 4 hours, 4,000 XP, 107 accolades. 3 people in the team, like this team right here, 4 hours, 5,000 XP, 142 awards. So this is predominantly going to be on the high end of what it is that you can get, and that's what you want to find. It kind of sucks that Mr. Infinite Rick, yeah, calling you out, man. You didn't put any cards up here, so there's no bonuses, but that's okay. We'll deal with it for now. So what you'll do is, let me get this out of the way. I turned off the synchro, or the mirroring effect for this. So what we'll do is we'll send, since I've only got 2 farms here, I normally make them in batches of 3 so I can fill these teams up. Click one there, click one there. Okay, so you've got this button here, it says select card, and it's come to light, or come to my attention, that people haven't been knowing what to do with that. As you go through your experience tree, you unlock cards. So when you click on that, your cards will show up down here, and what you'll do is you'll click and drag them up into these spots. So if I were to, let's see, let me find another open account here. Here we go. So for instance, with this farm, if I go to the National Quest, if you go into your class manual, see I have 2 available points from running this yesterday. So you spend your points in these trees, and these give different bonuses, like specialized ration, maximum troop food consumption, minus 100,000. This is a trader's tree. Okay. Click over here on card use, and you've got places where you can take these cards and put them up here, right? And so as you complete these boxes in here, you get cards that you can put up in here, your class cards, which will go in these class positions here. And then down here you have a general position, right? General position, it could take either a blue card or a green card. So if I wanted to change this to mission EXP percentage, you could do that. What did I have in there? I think I had support payload. Okay. As of right now, the alliance cards are locked. You can't use them, which is why I'm making so many builder accounts. But anyway, so when you go to a national quest, we'll just click one just so I can show this part here. Class, oh, see, that's what happens when class doesn't match. Okay, so when you go to select card, you just drag and drop them up to the appropriate one. Fill all the slots up, and then just close the window out. You pick your APC you want to send, say that one for instance. Generally you want to send your weakest APC with the minimal amount of troops. So you can literally put 1 troop in that APC and send it on its way. And then you'll click march. So, let me get this out of the way. So since I have no cards with these guys because they're brand new, I'm just going to select my APC, the only one I have, and I'm going to click march. I'm not worried about healing the wounded, they're not going to fight. So, clear that out, and off they go on their long journey. Now, if I'm lucky, somebody will join that third slot and I'll get the maximum amount of rewards, but if it's only 2, then it still gets decent enough rewards to where I'm probably going to get like 8 architect levels out of just that one mission alone. Okay? So that's how national missions work. So that's level 6. That's like the big thing about level 6. Okay, base layout. Ideally, you don't want a sloppy mess, right? You don't want a mess that looks like this. This is horrendous. This is ugly. This is chaotic. It's difficult to manage. You want something that's a little bit more organized, right? You want something that's a little bit easier to manage. So with this base layout, all of my bases are set up exactly like this so that I can use the mirroring and not have to worry about missing on things too far. Okay? So I've got these little cutout roads right here that I can pull, and it kills off an entire section. Like this section right here is my class building, my heroes hall, food truck, helicopter. Those are all grouped together. Oh, and my embassy. If I come down here, I've got all my troops and APCs all on this cutoff. So if I connect this one, I can access them all. Disconnect them, they don't eat power. Now why is this important? Well, at level 15, with just the windmill... Ooh, I got something running right now. Hold on, let me find out what I've got connected that should not be connected. Because I should be... Where are you? Where is my stealing power? Ah, there it is. This guy right here. I was upgrading my bunks earlier and I forgot to disconnect the road. So, my consumption is below my production with just the windmill alone. So I'm always in positive production of electricity, which is a good thing. You don't have to fill up your electrical generators. This road connects for radars and stuff, which you don't need as a farm, obviously. I have my first tier warehouses disconnected because they only give like 1 million storage, whereas these give a whole lot more. So by disconnecting these and having these connected, it saves me a little bit of power. These can stay connected. They don't draw any power whatsoever, whether you disconnect the road or leave it connected, so I just leave them connected. Houses I keep connected so that my population stays up. I keep one hospital connected. And I keep the banks connected because I've had accounts bug out to where if I disconnected the road, some would continue generating money, but 1 or 2 would stop generating money as soon as I closed the game. But if I opened it up, it showed that they were generating money. It made no sense. I didn't want to deal with the glitchy thing because, well, money, but that's why I don't, or that's why I leave them permanently connected to resources. Now if you don't have shields and it comes up on a kill event day or a kill event weekend in SVS, and you want to stop production, if I disconnect this road right here, that kills everything. That's my main disconnect. So the only thing I have connected at that point is these houses, this hospital, this windmill. That's it. Everything else is dead. So it's good to have a master disconnect road that you can one-click kill everything in case you have to go dormant or just stop producing resources for a while. Okay, that's about it as far as layout goes. I'll do just a real slow, well, kind of slow, not really slow, but too slow, walk around here so that you can see the layout of the roads. So, the next thing you're going to want to do once you've hit level 6 is stop for a little bit. You want to get everything up, all your resource tiles up to about level 5. As an architect, you're going to have speed boosts to time. So when you go to do upgrade, these are going to say free. If the time requirement is down below a certain amount and you have all the resources you need, it's going to say free. So you're not going to have to wait or spend diamonds up to whatever your speed boosts are. So just kind of keep that in mind. A good strategy would be, if you start running low on cash on these accounts, if you have a trader or there's somebody willing to work with you that's in the same alliance, transfer resources as the trader to kind of fill up your coffer so you can keep building quickly, and do Wendels for cash. If you can get a higher level person to like solo at level 10 or level 15 Wendel for you and just let you tag along, then you're going to get infused with enough cash to where you can keep building. So kind of keep those things in mind. Once you've gotten everything up to level 5, all your little resource tiles up to level 5, once you've gone through and built all your structures, like all your banks and whatnot, then work your way up to 10. When you get to 10, stop again, level up all your resource plots again, get everything up to level 10, all your resource plots up to level 10, and then blast your way up to 15 and hit 15 and stop. Okay? If you go past 15, when you start getting to Clash of Zone, where this only takes 400,000 at level 15, you're looking at 1 million. As soon as you go over 15, it jumps up incrementally again, and it's harder to actually achieve. Okay? So that's it for now. If you have any questions, get a hold of me in game. Let me know, and I'll see what I can do to answer them or create another video. Have a good one and good luck.